Hi, so welcome to this video. This is a video of a day in the life of a type 1 diabetic mom. I just wanted to preface it by saying I'm a mom and I'm very tired. So I didn't get ready for this video, the one I actually filmed. And also this is my hair from like when I was 12 when I didn't know how to tame it. I have not straightened it yet. So I try my best to show you kind of what goes through my head every day with diabetes and also being a mom. There are lots of these videos on YouTube and they're kind of fun to watch because there's more to it than just sugar. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Good morning. My baby usually wakes me up, so I get up and the first thing I like to do is check my blood sugar to see where I'm at. It was a little high, it was 128, and my Dexcom said I was 83. So I go into my app and I calibrate it and I tell it that I was 128, and so it gives me an average. I also take my pump out and calibrate that so that my graph on my pump matches my graph on my phone. Since I was a little high, my pump wants to give me a correction bolus, and so I go ahead and I give myself that so that hopefully by breakfast I can be at 110. I take the dog out and I feed Oliver some breakfast, and then we go wake up Milo and we play a little bit. I get him dressed and then I get them breakfast, and Oliver has another breakfast. I'm gonna see right now how much my blood sugar went down since I gave myself that correction bolus. It's really high, and I think that's actually due to me cutting the grapes and the sugar got on my fingertips. So I washed my hands, I took my blood sugar again, and it was 111, which is perfect. And my CGM says it's 119 right now, but that's fine. So for breakfast, I like to have a shake with some milk. And right here, the total carbohydrates are 20 grams if you have an 8-ounce glass of milk with your shake. So I'm going to enter 20 grams into my pump, that I'm going to eat that. And it's going to give me the correct amount that I need. And so I delivered it. So we ate, and then I decided to get lunch ready. And so I made some chicken with some honey in it. So I'll just keep that in mind when I go to bolus for this meal. Then I did some laundry, and I'm at 119, and that is 2 hours after my breakfast, so that was good. So we play, and then lunch is ready. And since we're having rice, I need to know how many carbs is in a cup of rice. And so I go over to Google and I ask Google how many carbs is in 1 cup of cooked brown rice. And Google gives me the answer of 45 grams of carbs for 1 cup of cooked rice. And the reason why I choose brown rice is because it's a complex carbohydrate and it breaks down over time, which is better for my blood sugar. So here is where I'm trying to decide how many carbs I'm going to give myself. I know that there's 45 grams in the rice, and then there were 17 in the honey, and so I'm just totally guessing. But I'm also going to enter my blood sugar number right now so that it can adjust how much insulin it gives me, because my target is always 110. And there's Oliver's head. And then after lunch, we decide to go on a bike ride. And this is good to do after every meal, is to get out and exercise, because it will help bring your blood sugar down. And I don't always exercise after every meal, but it's been really nice outside, so we went out on a bike ride. While I was putting my kids in the car while I went to my job, I started feeling low, and so I decided to go ahead and prick and check my blood sugar. My Dexcom said 116, which is fine, but I felt low, so I'm going to get a real answer of what my blood sugar is, and it was actually 103. So I'm not low yet. I'm going to watch it, and if my Dexcom drops, then I'll give myself some sugar, probably 15 grams. It was fine the whole time. It stayed steady at 94 and then went up to 108. But I decided to have a snack because I was hungry. And so I had 5 crackers and a string cheese, which is about 15 grams of carbs. It's probably a little more. But I love having this snack. And every time I have a snack is when the boys have a snack too. So it's a fun way to bond, I guess, having diabetes. So I asked Milo if he wanted a string cheese, and he did. Probably the scariest thing about having diabetes with kids is just making sure that I'm okay and that I'm able to take care of them. And because if I'm not, if I'm too low or if I'm too high, I get frustrated or I get really, really sleepy, and it's just really important to stay within that range. And these kids are my life, so I am blessed to be here, be alive, and to take care of them, and to have the supplies that I need to take care of myself so that I can take care of them. So fast forward a little bit, I did not show that I ate a bowl of cereal, and I miscalculated what I needed to give myself. And so now my blood sugar is really high. So the boys are having dinner, and I'm going to wait a little bit because I gave myself some insulin to correct my blood sugar. And so hopefully that will go down. And if it doesn't, I could exercise some more or just give myself more units to correct. But for now, I'm just going to eat some peanut butter and celery. And after dinner, we usually get ready for bed and do a routine. I'm in the process of putting the boys' clothes away, so that's why there's lots of clothes out. We say prayers, and then Milo goes to sleep, and then I put Oliver to sleep. But during the bedtime routine, I'm constantly checking my blood sugar just to make sure that it's okay. And this is where my memory card ran out. So I'm editing this, and I just realized that I forgot to film my nighttime routine with diabetes because my memory card was full, and so I couldn't finish it. But basically, I like to be between 140 and 180 before I go to bed because my pump is connected to me all night long and it's giving me insulin every hour. And so eventually when I wake up, it will be in the range that I want it to be. And if I'm not between 140 and 180, I'll go ahead and have like a 15-gram snack before bed with carbs and a protein. So things like 5 crackers with a string cheese, or like peanut butter and half a banana, so that will bring me up slowly to the range I want, and then in the night I'll go back down to what I need to be. Just because lows are very scary, and there wasn't a low in this video, but I do experience lows often, and they can be really scary. You get really sweaty and shaky, and you're really dizzy, and you don't comprehend things as well. So it's really important to stay above being low, and being low is like around 65 for me. So I'm sorry I didn't film that, but that's hopefully will give you an idea of what the night was like. And now my hair's gonna be down. Okay, so that was my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about it or questions for me about diabetes, you can leave them in the comments and I'd be happy to answer them the best that I can. Go ahead and check out my other videos of me changing my sensor or changing my pump, and have a great day. Bye.